Todd Nicely, Corporal of United States Marine Corps. I grew up in Jefferson County. I was born in St. Louis, but most kids were because that's where the main hospitals were. But I grew up in Jefferson County in Fenton, Imperial, and Arnold areas. We bounced around a lot. When I was 16 years old, I watched a movie called Saving Private Ryan. And I watched those men storm the beach at the very beginning, and it made me realize that if these men were so willing to sacrifice their lives for the life of freedom, that I owed it to them and their grandchildren to do the same. My service changed me in lifestyle. Growing up in Jefferson County, I was kind of a hoodlum. I was a kid with no discipline, no direction, but also it changed me physically. I lost both my legs, my right one at the knee, right at the femur, and my left one above the kneecap of the femur, and then I lost my arm at the elbow on the right side and my hand above the wrist on the left side. So it took a part of me of life that changed it forever. I was pretty conscious when I was there when it happened. I had stopped my patrol about 100 yards back from the bridge, and I went to go across the bridge, and when I took that first step, my left foot stepped on a pressure plate, which triggers an IED, which is an improvised explosive device, and it shot me about 50 to 100 feet down the road, and I almost landed in the canals that we had to walk through, and if that would have happened, I would have been rushed down river pretty much. They pulled me up onto the hill and started applying the tourniquets as fast as they could. But luckily there was a helo that was coming back from a mission that was able to pick me up within 7 to 8 minutes of me being injured and got me to Camp Dwyer, which is the hospital that took care of the rest of the business to make sure that I was stable to fly me to Bastion, then to Landstuhl, Germany, and then home. But they didn't think I would survive, so they flew my family into Landstuhl, Germany to fly home with me in case I died on the plane on the way back. There's only 5 surviving quadruple amputees from the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, and I'm the second. So it's very rare that someone in my condition survives. When you're in the middle of it, everybody's got to be cut out for it because you're dropped off in a foreign land and told to survive. You're either coming back wounded, alive, or dead. Those are your 3 options. We stuck together. We would laugh, make jokes. We had a little ceremonial thing we did every time we came back into the wire where we would listen to Kobe Kaye Bubbly just to bring the mood down and bring the adrenaline down. And I felt like a burden on people because I had lost my limbs. I always needed help doing something. I always had to have someone with me at all times. I felt like I was just wasting other people's time. I became so self-loathing that I didn't realize who I was anymore. I had lost a part of myself, and I decided that I'd had enough. I definitely have that part of me back. I have a reason to live now. I have a purpose. I have a mission. I have a goal. And I think it's important that in military service members that they do have that type of sense of purpose and mission and goal, because we're so goal and mission oriented while we're in that we forget that normal life isn't like that. You can just sit back and relax if you want to. But when you do that, you begin to lose part of yourself that was in the military. You lose that drive, that ambition, that need for completion of some kind of task. My mission is to make sure that I'm helping other veterans to be suicide awareness, I like to call it, not prevention, but just to be a good father and not be the person I was when I tried to commit suicide or the person I was when I first got out of the military. Readjusting to civilian life was trying to fit back in. You're gone for so long that people's lives move on and you're no longer part of the inside jokes or no longer part of the inner loop. So when you come home, even your family's different, you're different. They've been living life without you there, and now all of a sudden you're back thrown into the mix, and it's hard to fit back in. It's hard to find that place that you belong, or at least it felt like it. The fact that I brought all 12 of my men home and I'm the only one in my squad that got injured, that is a huge accomplishment for me, I got to make 12 mothers very happy, 12 fathers very happy, and if this would have happened to one of them, I don't know where I'd be right now. I always led from the front, and I think that's where you should be if you're a leader.